So we do medicines regulation in the UK as part of the European system. We've been live now on Oracle Cloud for just over a year, so we're in the process of going through our first formal financial year end on the platform. The decision for us, I think, was primarily driven by we haven't upgraded the legacy system, which was Oracle, for a considerable period of time. We would have had issues with support. More seriously, around a third of our business in terms of headcount was on a totally separate system. So we had a lot of manual consolidation, joining stuff together in terms of reporting, and really a poor management information system because of that. So considerable benefits for us just on the basic integration. We've also got considerable benefits because we really hadn't implemented any systems improvements for a considerable period of time. So for example, it was the first business that I've been in for more than a decade where we were still running on paper purchase orders, which means it's very difficult to control what you're buying, what you're spending on, to get any idea of forward commitment, because you're essentially, to all intents and purposes, a manual procurement system. I think for us a lot of the benefits around integration, so not only bringing on that separate part of the business and joining it together, but because effectively you've got core data for both finance and HR, we're seeing considerable benefits in that space. Add to that, we're a relatively small organisation of around 1,400 people, so periodic upgrades are actually quite a challenge. So the sort of frequent small incremental ones that come with the cloud solution reduce considerably the load on the organisation, and actually is just easier, I think, in terms of change management. Around a third of our employees are scientific background operating in laboratories that may not actually interact with the systems for weeks on end. So small incremental change is a lot easier to cope with than significant upgrades. Oracle Cloud was our first major cloud-based implementation. It's a key element of our strategy. We have around 300 applications that we need to migrate into new environment for a number of reasons. One is that most of our development happened well over 15 years ago and was done for us by an outsourced partner. That arrangement is coming to an end, and actually we did not retain the intellectual property of that. So we know we need to do something different. The intention is to both simplify our applications by making them cloud-based, so we get the benefit of integration, and utilising a few core platforms, so therefore simplifying heavily the 300 down to potentially 4 or 5 core platforms. So simplification is a major driver. I think it would probably be focus on the to-be rather than the as-is. I know that's meant to be the basis of kind of cloud-based systems, but those of us that have been around for quite a while and gone through kind of ERP implementations are probably more familiar with a process that sort of you analyse as is, work on to be, define the delta and go forward on that basis, whereas the whole assumption of cloud is focus on that to be and make yourself fit. And I don't think we spent enough time on that, enough emphasis on that.